What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hustlers Kung Fu Live. Today, we're going to talk about something real, raw, and unfiltered. We're going to talk about success. We're going to talk about the things you need to do to become successful. We're going to talk about things that are required for success. We're going to get into that and a lot more. So what I want to do here we go. This episode of Hustlers Kung Fu Live was brought to you by the Corporate Toolbox. Everything you need to start, structure, and scale your business. The special this month is $2,400 for one and done, or you can get on the payment plan. Prices will increase in October. This is everything you're going to need to start your business. So with that, let's get into some of the stuff that I want to talk about. Hold on a second. Let me make sure we're cooking with gas. There we go. Make sure we're going to talk about some stuff in here. Okay, get that going on. And also that going on. All right. So let's talk about, I want everyone to put in, what do they mean? What does success mean to you? What does success mean to you? Because there are so many people who want to be successful. What does that mean to you? I'll tell you what happened to me. And this was the process. When I made that decision to be successful, I remember I got laid off from PowerTel, which is now T-Mobile VoiceStream. And I went home and I said these words. The guy was like, I could probably get you 2 more weeks. And I said, I'll go home and I would figure it out. That is the first time that I was using success language. I would figure it out. There are many of you who are not anywhere close to where you want to be. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. See, you've got to make the decision in your head to live your life very differently. And it starts with a single decision. It starts with just making up your mind to do better. Like, let's talk about how I'm constructing Savage Finance. And I have a long-term plan for Savage Finance. Actually, Savage Finance is way ahead of its curve because it's only 7 months old. You know, when I started this YouTube channel, I had this channel for almost 3 years before I got to 15,000 subscribers. And I'm looking at that and I'm looking at the money it makes. I'm looking at all the stuff and it's like, it's ahead of schedule. But here's where so many people fall apart when they become successful. A lack of perspective. They'll do something for a few weeks, a few months, doesn't work out, then they'll stop doing it. Success takes time and patience. It really does. And this is one of the things that so many people are not really part of. They don't understand the game. They don't understand what is required to be successful. And this is one of the things that we're going to talk about. Financially comfortable, that's a healthy self-reliance. All right, Mike. What's going on? So one of the things that I want to talk about is success is going to take longer than you think it should. That is one of the biggest hurdles for people being successful. You know, it depends on what you think is nice. A lot of people like East Point. All right. One of the things that I've come to understand, like right now, I'm on this fitness program and I'm not going to get the results that I want. It's probably going to be 2 years in the future for me to get where I want to be. But those 2 years in the future are not going to happen unless I do the work right now. And that's one of the things that some people don't get, because like I have a perspective of how long things take. And, you know, it may happen before 2 years, but I've given myself a 2-year timeline. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. And this is one of the things that messes up so many people is, and also this is how people market to you. You can do this in a few months. I had someone argue me up and down at how fast you could start a YouTube channel. This person didn't have a YouTube channel. In the timelines, yes, long money takes time and patience. Because, you know, like I said, I'll tell you what I'm doing. And it's comes from experience and it comes from knowing myself. Like every other day I do squats. You know why I do squats? Because squats burn a lot of calories. You know, exercising your legs is exercising your largest muscle group. And I'm on a very unusual program. It's very unusual, but it fits me. But even with that, I know it's going to take time for me to get the results. And this is a part of success. You know, it's going to take time for you to get results. My health insurance is $450 a month. You got to shop around. Yes, that is definitely it. Because I have 2 other YouTube channels that I'm starting and they're going really, really slow. But what is the hardest thing? I want you to put this in the comments. What is the hardest thing that you've ever done? Because My success has come from doing the hard things, like this new program, Corporate Citizen, the Corporate Toolbox. It's a 5-year plan. I already know this is why I'm not like breaking out the gate, running as fast as I can, because this is going to take some time to do. It's going to take me many years to get that many people into the Corporate Citizen program. I'm going to have to deploy paid advertising. There are so many things I've got to do, but this comes from many failed experiments. There's many things that I have failed in. There are many things that did not turn out the way that I wanted them to. Takes 18 months to train a champion horse for the race. I did not know that. See, I want you guys to start thinking in terms of years. Like right now, it's September 2020. If you start working hard right now, who knows where you'll be September 2021? See, this is one of the things that kills so many people about being successful. They're looking for shortcuts. They're looking for instant gratification. They're looking for the cheat code. They're looking for the cheat code. And I'm here to tell you, because tomorrow I'm going to be putting some more training in the Corporate Citizen. And I've been working on that and researching that today. And one of the things that people have to understand is success takes time. You have to be patient. And if you want to build real success, because like this is like a little bit off. Like I was watching the Falcons Dallas game where the Falcons are the Falcons and they let Dallas just come back on them. But I saw people in the stands and it got me to thinking, hey, that's a good thing, my 72. The way that we're going, these stadiums will be packed towards the end of the season. And that got me to thinking, right now, we're in the middle of this pandemic, right? We've got this stuff that's going on. It's very crazy. It has harmed many people, and we're starting to pull ourselves out of it. People are starting to adapt, because most people have got the information that they should wear a mask. And when I go out, most of the people have a mask on. And we're starting to adapt. And through this thing, and it's going to take 2 or 3 years to really work our way out of this, because it was such a devastating hit to the economy. But people are starting to adapt. And this is one of the things, you have to adapt to the things that will make you successful. Yes, there are no cheat codes. Well, one of the things that's going to happen is, because I've been keeping up with the infection rates and stuff, and it's leveled off. And honestly, if it keeps leveling off, we're going to see the country move forward and all of these things are going to open up. But part of success is putting in the work, which is a big problem. Like I give away a free course, 30 days to 2,500. The course will do nothing for you if you don't put in the work. And it's a long course. There's many things you have to do. And a lot of people don't really want to put in the work. and this is one of the biggest barriers to success, is people don't want to put in the work. I'm here to tell you, during this pandemic, this has created a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity. Well, yeah, divorce is brutal. The art of becoming more. That's brutal. But how many people really want to put in the work that is required to become successful? Yes, because if you take the next 3 years, starting from today, say the next 3 years, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to start achieving my dreams. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to build stuff. You will surprise yourself at how much you can get done. You will be surprised at how much you can get done. But people are in this Instagram world where they're looking at these people who may be mutants. Well, Francesca, French, I think part of that is people don't have the parents that people used to have. I think that comes down to a lot of parenting. Yeah, 5 years will pass. I was sitting here thinking, I've been doing this 11 years. And I was thinking about all the stuff that I tried to do that failed. Before Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, there was the Hustlers Mindset, and there was some stuff that I just put together. I actually had to get the video from this one company, had to get the payment from another company, and I just put this stuff together, and it kind of sort of worked, but it didn't work the way that I wanted it to work. But that gave me the experience that when I built out Hustlers Kung Fu, that it was way more successful because I had that first experience of bringing people in to the platform. Pretty much. It works mostly for offline. Now, this is another thing that this is I preach this over at Savage Finance. An emergency fund can save your life. Well, one of the things is that people, going back to the conversation, people don't know what they don't know. And this is why I'm saying, because, I look back at these 11 years and it's been awesome. It has been crazy. But along the way, there was many, many failures. There was many things like that. First, the Hustlers Mindset Project really didn't go the way that I wanted to go. And then the Hustlers Kung Fu, there was a little hiccup with that. The site was doing really well. Then one day I forgot to pay the domain name and the site just disappeared. And I could not find that domain name. So I had to create Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills to get it back up. All right, light skinned brother. What were you trying to do on Craigslist? What's up? Because one of the things that happens is you can build a business on Craigslist if you're, because, like I said, Craigslist has changed tremendously. But right now, at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, I have a Craigslist course that if you're selling the right thing, you can make some money on Craigslist pretty quickly. Awesome. Oh, yeah, you got to be in the right place for drone photography. You will do better on LinkedIn with that than Craigslist. Yeah, my site just disappeared. It was crazy. But this was one of the little hookups because I had to buy another domain name, get it up, and get it all set up. Like it took me 30 minutes. So the site was only down about 2 hours. But that was just one of the lessons that I learned because, like, there's so many things that go on with having an online business that no one talks about. Like, one of the biggest issues is onboarding, bringing people in and people knowing what to do. All right, Roger. Good deal. Because see, one of the things that I don't tell people at Savage Finance that once you get that long-term emergency fund and that short-term emergency fund and that family operating account, you're training yourself to become wealthy because you're putting in financial discipline. Oh, I have so many videos on this channel. I can't even remember them all. But one of the things that I want you guys to understand is to build a business, to build a successful life, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Because right now, if you are a young man, you should be working as hard as you can. You should be working overtime. Because here's something else. This is where many people, and this is more recent today, because people begin building lives in their 20s, where today a lot of people are using their 20s to play. You only have so many decades to become successful. Like, if you mess around on your 20s and then your 30s, you're cleaning up, then your 40s, you get it together, then your 50s, you're trying to start something. This is one of the reasons that I am doing this new workout to increase my energy level. Because if I was a regular person, all right, if I was a regular person, I would not be doing what I'm doing. I want you to understand that from 20 to 55 is your time to build. And if hopefully you start in your 20s so you can build by the time you're 55, you can cruise. Because, I know Chris Rock said it best. Shaq is rich, but the guy that signs his check is wealthy. Isn't that the truth? Well, it really depends on what you're doing. Because see, there's the mutable laws of gravity, time. Because when I got on this journey and I came out of my successful storage auction business, I still had a very young man spirit. And, especially with what happened last year with the heart attack, that made me realize my mortality. And if I had not been working out and doing the things I did, I don't think I would have bounced back the way that I did. So I'm looking at, in 12 years, I will be 65 years old in 12 years. 11 years just went by real quick. So I'm going to be 65 before I know it. And, I'm just sitting there like, So I've got 12 years, well, really next 5 to build out some things. Oh yeah, it gets much harder as you age. 65 is young. Okay. And so I'm right now, because this is something I think about every day. What are the next 12 years going to be like? Because I just went on this journey. I started a YouTube channel in 2009, created digital products. I went on this journey. And now I'm like, what are the next 12 years going to hold? What is my game plan? What am I going to do? What is my plan for success for the next 12 years? Because if you're not thinking, what's your yearly plan? What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? I'm here to tell you it's going to come and it's going to pass quicker than you could ever conceive, you would ever know. It will blow your mind how fast time moves. Because something else too, the older you become, the faster time moves. You ever notice that? Hey. Your dad's a good dude. I mean, I'm not going to pretend to be ignorant of what's happening. Each day I'm getting older and I'm like, all right, what do I want the future to be? Because if I don't plan for it, and this is another thing for success, people either plan to be successful or they don't plan to be successful. So either you're planning to be successful in the future because like everybody is trying to get this like right now, trying to get these racks, trying to get this like right now. And I'm here to tell you that you can get that rack, but you got to put in some work. Our time is very short. Yes, time goes by really quick. Yes, you got to create your future. I mean, these 11 years just went by so quick. Grant Cardone is a different kind of dude. Ryan Collins, get busy, pick something and start working your butt off. James Forbes, that's one of the reasons that I said that I've had a lot of failures. I've launched products that absolutely did nothing. It was just crickets, but I kept launching. Like my first 5 businesses in life were failures. And then I didn't really get back on the business tip because I gave up, and it was my divorce. It was me being in that boarding house that produced the second coming of me trying to be an entrepreneur. But I planned it out. because one of the things I started doing, I think I was 32, and I knew that I had an income problem. So the first thing was to get a better job, because at that point, because I've been doing some studying and research, and I knew that I wasn't ready to start a business. I mean, it was hard enough getting that first good job. Then I got a second good job. And then the third job, while I had that job, is when I started my first business, my first successful business. Yeah, 33 is young, because I got on this track when I was 32. Yeah, retirement is a joke is a pipe dream for many people. Oh, absolutely. Failure is part of the process, because one of the things that I learned was to keep going. All right, this did not work out. I did X, Y, and Z, and I yielded a result that I did not want. So if I do X, Y, and Z, that's going to give me the result that I don't want. So I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do A, B, and C, and E. Yes, 33 is young, man. 33 is young. I got on this path at the age of 32. And then I got the jobs. Then I started my business. Then I got in the storage auction business. One of the things that no one tells you is how fast that time will go by. What did you have to give up $400,000 in real estate for? These young YouTube guys, that's funny. I put something up on my Facebook page because this girl was talking about, she could do this. Amazon FBA is a very big thing for many people. This is what many people are doing courses on. And years ago on this channel, I have videos talking about no Amazon, no eBay, more money, because I knew that Amazon FBA it wasn't for everybody. Wasn't for everybody. Yes, time moves faster every year. Vincent, I think cannabis is the crop of the future. Oh, okay. Congratulations, John Smith. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yes, time moves really, really quick. And I was telling people years before it became a thing, because essentially right now there are so many people who have these Amazon FBA courses, and they're selling, like right now there are some guys who literally will build out your Amazon business for you. And see that this is people are trying to get away from hard work. Yes, time does fly by. Yes, they were pissed, but I was right. I was 100% right, because a lot of those people who were poo-pooing that video were the same people who were crying the Amazon blues. Because one of the things that happens, and this is the whole thing. Everything that you see, well, most of the stuff you see online is marketed to you where you don't have to work. Like right now, there's some guys running ads that they will build out your Amazon FBA business for you. Oh, eBay. I've sold like $20,000 on eBay. I sold a car, some camera equipment that was just sitting around. Went better than I thought it would. In the beginning, it was nuts. Keep saving money, Jeremiah B. Keep doing what you're doing. Because here's the thing. Once you get to $30,000 to $50,000, you don't have to save money anymore. That's pretty much enough money for the average person for virtually any event. And also it gives you money that you can move into investments. I hear you, Roger Marine. I hear you. Yeah, because I did that video because there's so many people out here who are talking like there are all these rich people who are living like Graham Stephan, makes $250,000 a month and lives real cheap. And I'm like, that ain't going down in my neighborhood. These folks make money, they spend money, they live well, they live in big bodacious houses with pools. There are no tiny houses here. And I'm just like, there's this myth that some poor people tell themselves that rich people just have more money, but they're just like them. Avoid Amazon FBA automation at all costs because you must learn how to operate it or you will fail and those same gurus will take your money. Hey, pretty much. Well, the reason the Amazon courses are expensive is they're using paid traffic. Let's say you spend $10,000 on ads, but you sell 5 courses at 2,000. You're just even, but you can keep doing it and you can keep tweaking it. But I'm here to tell you, success is obtainable, it's doable with the right information. And some of the best information I got, and I recommend that you get it. Earl Nightingale's Lead the Field. If you can find it, it's kind of hard to find. That was some of the best information I can get my hands on because it explained to me how to be successful in the things that I needed to do. And one of the things that I really got out of that, because there was a section where he was talking about you go to the wealthy neighborhoods where people are working and the lawns are well manicured and there's no trash. Then you go to poor neighborhoods and everybody's home and there's trash everywhere. That really, really stood out to me. That really, really stood out to me. Mountain Brook, you trying to go to Birmingham, Alabama? Yeah, Lead the Field is some great information. Pretty much. Oh, it's on YouTube? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Good. Listen to it because I listened to Lead the Field no less than 100 times. No less than 100 times. Because essentially it reprograms you and gets you in the mindset to be successful. Because this is why, like I had someone on Facebook who was like, once I get to 6 figures, you're going to let me teach you how to trade. Because see, there's this new thing that's going on that people are doing Forex, day trading. Some people are having success with it and they're getting cocky. But here's the thing. Why do I want to learn how to trade and take a pay cut? See, this is why I've started to lift up the curtain and reveal how I live and stuff. And this is why I talked about buying the Porsche, paying cash. I'm not living a normal life. I don't have normal problems. I don't worry about paying my bills. My bills represent like 5% of my income, if that, depending upon the month. So I don't have normal people problems. And there are so many people who see me because I'm not flexing out of control, buying a new Ferrari, or I'm doing the Omni and the Hellcat. And people don't understand where I'm at. Oh, you from Bessemer? Okay. Yeah, that's a big, big change. Big change. Yeah, we will see, man. We will see. All right. I didn't know it was on YouTube. Lead to Phil. Yeah, I want to make people financially weird. It is normal to have a car payment. It is normal to have student loan payments. It is normal to have credit card payments. It's very atypical to be debt free. Flex in the shadows. Hey, ClickFunnels is very good. I actually got the one funnel away challenge, and it was well worth the money. Well, we will see what will happen. Because if you notice, I've changed up the content on this channel. I'm going, making it very different. I'm talking about more economic issues. I haven't been talking about the stimulus check updates because once again, there may never be another stimulus check. You know, there's no point in gassing people over there. Oh, this is a really big thing. It's nice because this is one of the reasons that I have this mandate to create 50,000 corporate citizens over the next 5 years. Like, there's some things I got planned that, it's going to blow y'all's minds that I got to do to get there. Stimulus won't make me wealthy, pretty much. The art of becoming more. I think that people are scared to do something different. But it is a pity when people choose to remain ignorant. Roger Marine, this is what I'm saying. Trading is dangerous for the newbie. Yes, it is. 90% of traders lose money. 90%. Well, if you once you learn how to use ClickFunnels, yes, ClickFunnels could be worth the investment. Like my account, because I stopped using ClickFunnels because what worked for me was a direct from YouTube to the online platforms. That worked much better than me. Yep. It can be dark. It just depends on your imagination. Well, I'll be doing that content because 2021, I think, is when the things are really going to hit the fan. Oh, a lot of those people get burned, man, every day. Pretty much no one's coming to save you. Pop bubble. This is the truth. This what happened to me. My back was against the wall. And this is when I started to do and think differently. I tell people all the time there's no better education in business than starting a business from the ground level. Can't shortcut the process. And this is one of the things because there are so many people who are trying to rob themselves of the experience. Like I will give you an example, and I'm getting ready to do this. Like, well, I'm thinking of doing a corporate citizen clothing brand in conjunction with the corporate citizen because I'm thinking about hiring a designer to create some nice designs and to launch that as a separate business. Because I'm really thinking about, like I said, I got all kinds of stuff that's planned out for the corporate citizen, and I'm thinking, an edgy brand, and just do it like that. Wow. Trump's going to get to pick somebody. The same Senate that refused to look at Obama's nomination, they're going to rush through a replacement. Yep. Yep. I think it's going to get worse for some people in 2021. Tracy, I used to hate people like that because when you were like Savage Finance, I didn't get savagefinance.com because someone's got it and they're sitting on it and they're not doing anything with it. That just pisses me off. I hate when people do that. Um, the American economy and politics is going to remain the same for many years. Jukebox hero, me hitting rock bottom is what motivates me to start freelancing, now launch a SaaS platform. I was a college dropout, no one would hire. Best thing that ever happened to me. Success by baptism. Like I said, I've not said anything about that because once again, I predicted that the stimulus check wasn't going to happen in August and it probably isn't going to happen in September. So if a stimulus check comes out in October, that benefits Trump more than anything. All right. Well, once again, I actually, it's funny with the whole domain thing that my furniture website used to be called glendoncameron.com. And I lost my name for about 4 years. Then one day I just went ahead and put it in and it was work and I was able to buy my name back. You know, pretty much. Yeah, you got to be careful with gaming channels. That mindset is everything. Well, we will see. Because one of the things I want you guys to think about is success is obtainable and it's possible, but you have to do the work. Good Lord, Ryan. Because you have to do the work. The work is so important. And one of the things that people underestimate is the benefit of working really hard and falling on your butt. You will learn more from your failures than you will from your success. Because this is how I know that the corporate toolbox is going to be amazingly successful, because I've learned from all my failures. I know how to put it together. And once again, I'm not like running at 100 miles an hour. Well, what I typically do on the domains I want to keep is I buy them in 5-year chunks. So I just recently bought my name back for 5 years. I'm not really even doing anything with it. It will come up later. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who came from really a bad situation, that success is plausible, doable, and obtainable if you spread out your timeline. If you look at, can I get this done in 5 years? That's going to be way more doable than trying to do it in 2 months. So, one of the things that I want to leave you guys with is I want you to sit down and I want you to create a wish list for everything that you want in your life. I want you to sit down, write out everything that you want in life, and then put a timeline. Like, I wanted to live in this neighborhood when I moved to Atlanta, which was like 1989. I've been here for 11 years. So I got here in like 2008. But it was a goal. Well, Roger Marine, that's what I keep telling people. Everyone that becomes successful at day trading loses a lot of money. So once again, I want you guys to sit down, just write out what you want in life, write it down, and start thinking in 5 and 10 and 20-year chunks. Martin, no, that's not true for me. More money, more problems. Let me put it to you like this. The problems that I have today are minuscule to the problems I used to have when I was poor. I don't even see them as problems. I mean, I really don't have any. I don't. No, I would not agree with that. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be just straight up with you guys. Yep, it's that hustler's kung fu. Having money is nice. Not having to worry about bills is nice. Not having to worry about where your next dollar is going to come from, or Last year, my X5 needed work. It was like $3,800 worth of work. They took my car for 2 days. They fixed it, and I paid them. That was it. That was it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was an inconvenience, not even an inconvenience, because I still had the Audi at the time. Having money makes life better, and it can buy you happiness. Money can buy you happiness. And I'll give you a great example. Let's say you need a heart transplant. The heart transplant is $2 million. And you got the $2 million. You bought life. I've not worked a job in like so many years. Yep. More problems as the boss fires you. Yeah, like I would not trade the problem. I really, yeah, no money, more problems. I really don't have problems. I really don't. I like that, Roger. They don't know where to shop. Money definitely buys you options. Pretty much. Pretty much. You saw that at Savage Finance. Yes, money is a lever. A lever. The more you have it, the bigger the lever. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. For you guys who want to become corporate citizens, the link's below. And then those payment plans are going to change in October. So this is your opportunity to get the best deal right now. So with that, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you in the next one.